for educational purposes, obviously. Just documenting things, you know how Channel 5 works, man. So they're at an NRA conference. I'm guessing this happened recently after the shooting in Texas, Yeah, so we're checking this out. We are. And me personally, right, I feel like saying pro-gun has such like a bad context to it now, or like connotation with it, but like I'm pretty pro-gun. Like I feel like, you definitely should, have a gun, at least one, but like you don't need a military grade weapon in your house. Like having an AR, like an AK-47, like anything like that big and that automatic is kind of weird. I feel like that should be regulated more, but like I'm still pro-gun. Like at least keep a pistol, bro. Keep something on you. Cause like Cardi said, bro, I'd rather get caught with it than without it. I'm not gonna lie, especially the way it is, bro. There's been a major mass shooting every day this week. This week, bro. Like, at this point, I'm not gonna lie, you're kind of dumb for not having a gun. Like, what are you doing, bro? But that's just how I feel. That's how I feel. But I'm never going to an NRA meeting though. Like that, I'm not that pro-gun.
See, with our ARs, we're citizens. Without them, we'll be slaves. They're not assault weapons. They're sporting weapons. It's necessary.
I have never, to this day, I've watched a lot of different things. I've watched a lot of different sports. Crazy things you wouldn't even believe are sports. Like the cheese wheel run and literal lawnmower racing. I've seen a lot of different sports. I have never seen anyone use an AR in a sport. I haven't. I've seen people use shotguns. I've seen people use pistols. I've seen people use revolvers. All types of other guns. Never a super automatic weapon like that. Never. I've watched plenty of hunting videos. I've never seen anyone hunt with an AR. Like literally, I don't believe that. That's like, no. That's not a valid argument to me at all. Not even a little bit.
To protect my family from tyrannical government.
Why do you think there are so many mass shootings?
Because that's what's on the agenda for the left. They want to take guns away from law-abiding citizens.
Protesters pushed up against barricades, keeping them away from the NRA meeting site. It's tense. The pain of it.
Like you don't need that in your house, bro.
Bridge divides here.
When was a shooter a member of the NRA? I want you to tell me. You can't, because it never happened and it never will. You're an idiot.
I believe you have the right to own a firearm, but I do not believe you should be 18 years old to be able to have an AR.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like literally in the state of Florida, in a couple weeks, I'll be able to buy a military grade weapon, no questions asked, but I can't buy a 9mm. How does that make any sense? How? I don't get it, bro. I don't get it.
Use an AR, you're going to kill people. You don't go hunting for deer with an AR.
Never seen it.
Fathers like defined freedom. They didn't think that ARs were going to be part of it.
Or black people.
Yeah.
Or people of color.
Literally, bro. Literally. When the Second Amendment was formed, there weren't even semi-automatic weapons, bro. They were still shooting with muskets, bro. Literally. All these people be talking about is my Second Amendment right, dog. They weren't talking about that. At all. They literally weren't. That wasn't a thing yet. Well, let me see. When did the first fully automatic weapon... When was it first produced? $1892. The first automatic pistol. The first automatic... Basically an Uzi. The first Uzi came out in 1892. That was over 100 years since the Constitution was signed. All that, bro. Literally. It makes no sense.
And how about freedom? They want to talk about how we shouldn't ban guns because that's hurting our freedom. How about abortion? We're forcing women to have kids.
Exactly, bro.
I see you have an Antifa flag right here. How would you describe yourself politically?
I'd say I'm a socialist. So I believe in taxing the church, taxing the rich, abolish the police. Police are supposed to protect us in schools, right? But in Uvalde, they didn't. When I get older...
Literally, bro. Literally, they waited for like, I forgot how long. But bro was still in the school, still shooting people, and they did nothing. They literally stood there. They did nothing. Like, how does that make any sense in any way, shape, or form, bro? There are literal children in a classroom dying, and there are cops who are supposed to come and save the day and help the situation out and prevent any more deaths, and they're doing nothing outside the school. Like, what, bro? How that make sense?
If you're like old enough, 21, I'm gonna own a firearm because I don't trust police to solve my cases.
Mark said in his Communist Manifesto that we should arm the proletariat. Just arm the proletariat to ensure that they're able to defend themselves.
Well, my sign asks a pretty obvious question that I think everybody should be asking. This is the right time to have a celebration of guns right on the heels of more than a dozen kids and teachers getting murdered a few days ago in Uvalde. This is ridiculous that we're the only country that has to deal with this, and that's what today is all about, is voicing our righteous outrage at our elected officials and the people at the NRA who decided to celebrate guns with blood on their hands today.
This time at an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas.
We've just learned the death toll is up to 19 children and 2 school employees gunned down during their last week.
And hold on.
With blood on their hands today.
This time at an elementary school
What's her
in
name
Uvalde,
again, bro?
Texas.
We've just learned the death toll is up to 19 children and 2 school employees.
And her husband died 2 days later, bro. Heart attack. So you might as well call it 20, because it was directly because of this.
Employees
Horrible.
gunned down during their last week of school.
The shooter legally purchased 2 AR variant long guns within a week of his 18th birthday.
Insane, bro.
Dude up there is tossing magazines out to the crowd. Give me one.
Literally tossing mags out. 30 rounds of ammo. Throwing it out like candy, bro. Like, this is not it, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, yeah, have your fun. Because guess what? There's like... There's conventions for everything, okay? I have seen conventions for literally everything. Do your thing. But like, bro, there's no reason to be just throwing out rounds of ammo at grown people. Mostly grown white men, you saw. Why?
We're here. We're in Houston.
Look at the fit.
We're at the NRA convention. I think the mayor asked this not to happen. The governor pulled out, but it's still going down.
Yikes, bro. Look at this, bro.
Shooting an RPG is the ultimate Vegas poker experience. It seems like a great idea at the time. It's really, really expensive, and it's over way too fast. An RPG is a rocket-propelled grenade. So anything that launches that, they either call an RPG for short or a rocket launcher. Within the past couple of months, Airtronic did sell off about 30 of our older models through Gunbroker. So there's a lot of these in civilian hands now, and people are enjoying them.
There's no reason anybody outside of a war zone should have access to an RPG. Like, bro, this isn't GTA. You're not just gonna walk around and pull it out of your stomach and then just, like, shoot it at a taxi because he took too much money. Like, that's not how real life works. It's not how real life should work. Unfortunately, that's a very real scenario that could happen. Look at this, bro.
Remember, American made.
Educational purposes, Switch, just so you know. I mean, you can show guns on
This
stream,
is
right?
an MR 762A1.
I'll check TOS.
I don't know what the hell this is. I'm pretty sure this is a gun. This is a gun.
I'm a big NRA proponent. I'm a life member. And the timing sucks, but I mean, it is what it is. This doesn't have anything there's no connection between this and what happened in Uvalde. There just isn't.
What do you think that we can do to stop mass shootings like that?
I think it goes back to the basic family. I'm 66 years old. When I was in high school, we used to take our shotguns to high school to show our coaches if we got a new shotgun. Then we'd go bird hunting after school. There was never a school shooting when I was in high school.
Did he just say that? Did he really? That's actually insane to me. That's insane to me.
What's different from then to now? What's changed?
What do you think changed?
It's the family. Look how many single parent families there are. Just go to Chicago. Look at the amount of crime in Chicago. I mean, they have 40, 50 gun shootings a weekend.
I guess the difference would be that, like, in Chicago, a lot of that violence is gang related. We're talking about kind of lone wolf shooters walking into an elementary school with an AR-15.
It's troubled kids. I'm not a big gamer, but I mean, I've seen a lot of the video games, and there's a lot of them that are just shoot them up, blow them up. You know, it doesn't look real.
Yeah. So how do you think we can rebuild the American family?
That's got to be done at the street level. Single parents are running 30-40% of the households. It takes two people to raise a kid.
Why does anybody need to have, an AR-15?
Guns have been around here since the beginning of America. So,
but back in the day, it was like muskets and stuff.
It doesn't matter. Nowhere in the Constitution does say.
You have to stop this right now. You have to go across the street, please.
What do you think about increased background checks?
I think the background checks is adequate now.
Hey, right there, next, please, across the street.
What do you think could have been done to prevent what happened in Uvalde a few days ago?
Well, we could have banned assault weapons 20 years ago.
The murder at Uvalde, Texas.
I'm not even going to cap, bro. Something should have been done after Columbine, bro. That was, 23 years ago now? Something should happen after Virginia Tech. I can't remember which one was first, to be honest with you, because I think they happened around the same time. But, there's no way it should have gone to be a thing to where I went through my entire time in the public school system fearing that happening. One happening not too far from me. You know what I mean? I was in 4th grade when Sandy Hook happened. Straight up. There's no reason for that, bro. Something should have been done when Columbine happened, when Virginia Tech happened, or any of the other ones between then and Sandy Hook. Because, Sandy Hook was, my first experience with that for real. You know what I mean? But, I had heard of that before. Even that in itself is bad. But, dude, come on, bro.
Tell everyone that we need to have...
Because, if you think about it, bro, and it's crazy because this happened after. Columbine happened, and people was, it was a crazy thing. This was an insane concept. People, it was a whole thing, right? This took national news. Nothing happened after that. 9/11 happened. I kid you not. 2 months later, what's the name of the bureau or the Patriot Act happened 2 months later, or something like that. You know what I mean? TSA got tighter. It became harder. You know what I mean? There were regulations, there were rules, there were things that had to go down for you to even be able to step foot in an airport. 2 months after 9/11 happened. And I really don't want to be that guy to play the numbers game or to, look at the scoreboard, if you will. But 3,000 people died in, around 9/11, the whole thing, whether it's in the Twin Towers, the planes, the Pentagon, United 93, everything, 3,000 people died, right? If you look at every mass shooting since maybe 2010 even, I can almost guarantee it's probably double, triple that. I can almost guarantee. Still, nothing happened. So it's not about death. America doesn't care about death. If they're being serious, they really don't. Come on, bro. It makes no sense to me.
Gun under control. We don't take guns away from people, but we have to have a proper background checks. That is the only way we can avoid these kind of murders of children. You cannot say, well, we hire police or these are mental people. Abbott, he said that there's some mental problems with the United States.
Anybody who shoots somebody else has a mental health challenge.
What about the rest of the world?
That, I ain't gonna lie, that's an insane statement to generalize like that. Because what about self-defense? I don't think that's a mental challenge, bro. It's literally life or death. But yikes, bro. Yikes, bro.
They have mental problems too? No, they don't, right? So that's why we are here.
It's better that the government knows that people do have ARs. Governments have killed 260 million people in the 20th century. Stalin, Mao, whatever. People say, oh, that'll never happen here. We all live in a bubble. We are the most privileged country on earth. From the homeless guys here to fucking Bill Gates. Oh, crap, where's I going with this? What was I gonna say? Okay, governments, this, that. Okay,
yeah.
You know who EDP is?
Yeah.
I'm the guy that caught him.
Wait, you're the guy who caught EDP?
Yeah.
Yo, this is the dude that caught EDP. I knew he looked familiar. Yo, this guy sucks though. I'm not gonna lie. This dude's a predator too. He is. That was confirmed. Bros, that's why the video got taken down, because he's a predator too. So I low-key don't want to agree with him, but I feel like he's about to spit facts right now. I'm not gonna lie. Pre-L, but pre-W.
Bill Gates. Hot crap. Where's I going with this? What was I gonna say? Okay, governments, this, that. Okay, you know who EDP is?
Yeah.
I'm the guy that caught him.
Wait, you're the
Yo.
guy who caught EDP?
Yeah.
So how do you think that we can prevent mass shootings like the one that occurred a couple days ago?
The reality is,
Oh, I think the correlation is because EDP is like a crazy gun fanatic. He definitely has been to several NRA meetings. I wouldn't be surprised or whatever. You know, like yikes, bro.
This is out there. The reality is there's Peyton, whatever the hell his name was, Adam Lanza's, yada yada. People will be uncomfortable if there's teachers armed in schools.
Yeah, we need more guns around the schools.
I ain't gonna lie, that guy's and I don't know if the whole Predator, like, that wasn't really like confirmed, but like, bro was acting weird. But like, he kind of, but that was a W take.
We protect our president with guns. We protect our congressmen with guns. We protect our governors with guns, our celebrities, sporting events, jewelry stores, banks, and then we protect our children with a sign that says, "This is a gun-free zone."
I see that you have Rosa Parks here. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I met Rosa Parks. She's anti-abortion. She's a good friend to MLK. He's anti-abortion. He was anti-abortion. So, case closed.
I see that you have 2 Mike Lindell My Pillows attached to your belt loops on either side.
Yeah, Mike's a friend of mine. I've only met him once in person, but he knows what I've been doing for him.
He sounds like a good friend.
Yeah, he's a good friend, and this is a little bit more firm, and they're the best pillows I've ever had.
Which one do you prefer?
I prefer the softer one, the medium fill. The standard's a little tough on my neck.
Did you enjoy his pillows prior to his endorsement of Donald Trump?
Well, they've been around for a long time. I couldn't afford them. He cut the price in half now. Here's a tip. Don't order them through the mail, because they come wrapped up with no box. Go to Walmart, get them in a box. The box is going to be worth more than the pillow.
Why?
Because it's classic. I'm getting ready to go over to the communists that are packing guns.
Do you think it's smart to engage with them?
I screamed profanity at them and it made them angry. They can't tolerate freedom of speech, but they expect me to tolerate them threatening me.
What is your favorite piece of profanity?
I ain't gonna lie, he kind of spitting.
Antifa BLM soldier.
Fat baby butcher bitches. Fat baby butcher bitches.
Yo, why does that sound like a JPEG Mafia song title, bro? I'm not even gonna lie, that's kind of hard.
Well, you're gonna go do it again?
Yeah, I'm gonna go do it again, right?
All right, well, I'll see you over there, man. Don't let those Antifa communist bastards take your pillows away. Godspeed, soldier. You're doing the right thing.
I had 150 of them screaming in my face on the 14th of this month. I met Rosa Parks. I don't give a fuck.
You don't know shit!
You don't either. Look at you,
dumbass, and you're proud of your stupidity.
You fucking fascist piece of shit.
Yo, oh my. Bro, the beauty of Channel 5 is the fact that this looks like so like script. This was like a scene from like a Disney movie, but like Disney XD, like because you know there's profanity. But like, bro, this is an actual thing that happened.
I met Rosa Parks. I don't give a fuck.
You don't know shit!
You don't either. Look at you,
dumbass, and you're proud of your stupidity.
You fucking fascist piece of shit.
I know. This is great. Yo. I was about to say, mind you, the cops were literally right there, and I didn't see one in the frame, bro. They were literally right there. Bro. Yikes. Oh my god, this is great. This is great, dude.
There's any type of common ground that could be reached?
Yeah, there's a little bit. I think they could change some of the requirements to own an AR. You know, back in the old days, we didn't have the same type of weapons. So they could change the law and make it 21.
Do you think that kid should have been able to buy an AR?
Somebody worked on the kid's brain. They worked on that one in Buffalo also. He drove 300 miles to shoot black people at a store. He probably could have drove a few miles within the city he was already in.
I guess the main difference is like the dude in Buffalo was motivated by like racial hatred, whereas it seems like the guy.
It was only racial hatred because the guy was white.
So I think he had the N-word written on the gun, and he published like a big manifesto talking about
abortions, and you motherfuckers have.
He literally did though. Like he streamed live on Twitch, had the hard R on the barrel of the gun, and streamed the whole thing. So yeah.
Well, that's what they're telling us.
Fuck you!
I don't know the facts because I hadn't seen them.
We are done with your bullshit!
Why would this kid put a manifesto together anyway?
Chuck Schumer didn't want us to pass laws to protect schools. He doesn't want cops in schools. He doesn't want to harden the target. He wants your kids to be killed. That's why the Democrats advocate for murdering children in the womb. They don't care about life. The NRA has a fucking thing to do with it. You idiot.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Someone need to watch him, bro. Someone need to watch him. If I've noticed anything over the last, 5-10 years, looks kind of, and I hate to be that guy, but he looks a little stereotypical, bro. Like, I feel like I've seen a mugshot with his face on it, but not really his face. You know what I'm saying?
When did the NRA kill somebody? You're an idiot. I know who you are. Dude, what the heck? I want to talk to you. Yes.
Hell yeah, cool.
Yikes.
So how do you feel about what's going on right now with them over there?
I don't not like them. They're human beings. I love everybody. Okay, they have souls.
You're an idiot.
But it's just sad because they're confused. Yeah. The problem.
Oh man, I love, bro. The editing of this is amazing.
The problem is a people problem, okay? Ever since 1973, we legalized abortion. I think that was a real downfall in American society because we've murdered millions of children. Why is it okay to murder children in the womb, but not okay to murder kids in school?
There's a difference, though, bro. You don't murder children. You're murdering cells. Not even really murder, because it's not a life, bro. It's literally cells. It could be a life. It can turn into a life, but it's not. And that's why it's okay to abort before a certain amount of time, before it's a life. That's literally how science works, right? Now, if you're like, just like a living being that's like walking around, or not even walking around, it could be crawling around, it could just be laying there, but like living, blinking, breathing, eating, all of the things that you do when you're like surviving, right? Then yeah, that's murder. There's a big difference. There's a really big difference. That's like if you threw sand at somebody and then threw glass at somebody. Very different. Very different. They're both going to be uncomfortable. They're not going to be pleasant. But one's going to hit a little bit harder. Just a little bit.
Cool. I know this isn't your usual thing. You usually just let people talk, but I want to listen to what you think.
Well, I'm curious if you think there's any common ground that can be found between...
See, that's a very complicated thing to talk about, and I think there is room for that, okay? I think we can have mental health evaluations, and I think, what was it, Dad? What was the statistics like for the adult population?
It's about 25% of the adult population in America suffering from some form of mental illness.
Yeah. I
think it's only 25%, like... what's the word I'm looking for, bro? Recorded or something. It's definitely way more. It's way more. It's gotta be way more. It's gotta be way more. Especially in this day and age now, like that, those stats had to be taken probably 20 years ago, bro. There's no way that's valid right now. No way.
I think people in general should be evaluated and should have help. Whenever you go into a gun store, you have to fill out a paperwork called a 4473 and say, hey, they're going to run a background check. This 4473, this document, it's a document to look at your background, okay? It's not going to know the heart of man. We need to better keep up with the health of our people because we're suffering people, okay? We have more access to hardcore porn on the internet, whittling down the psyche of humans and literally making us just sick people. You can't legislate morality, and you can't tell.
Did bro just blame mental health issues on porn? What is going on? He's in NoFap too. What is going on, bro?
At the end of the day, we live in a free society, and we have these rights and privileges, and that's what happens. They don't have school shootings in China because you can't own firearms in China.
Do you know that the most popular porn category in America right now is incest?
I had no idea. No.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
Why is that the case?
Yikes, bro.
Tonight, leggings, shapewear, and handbags came down the runway, but this is no ordinary fashion show.
Discreetly designed, so no one can tell that you have a weapon.
The concealed carry fashion show targets what the NRA calls its fastest growing demographic, women.
I swear to God, if there's a gun on that baby. If there's a gun on that baby, If there's a gun on that baby, yo, I was about ready to fight, bro. I was about ready to fight, bro. Dang, bro. This right here is just sad, bro. Like, oh man.
Alright, we just arrived in Uvalde, Texas, which, as most people know, is the site of the most recent mass shooting that took place around a week ago, where 19 students and 2 teachers were killed at Robb Elementary School. This is the Wendy's where the shooter worked. Apparently he used to work the graveyard shift at the drive-thru window until about 2.5 weeks ago. He quit abruptly once he had saved up about $4,000, which was enough to buy 2 assault rifles, ammunition, and a bulletproof vest. This is the store where the school shooter picked up the guns and ammunition that he used in the shooting. He actually ordered the guns online, but this was like a transfer store where they shipped it here and then he picked it up. This is where the shooter drove his pickup truck through a guardrail and crashed out, like right here. Got out of the car, went over to the funeral home here, shot at a few people, but then didn't hit anybody. Then he walked over into this building, and that was the site of all this.
Yikes, bro.
You go to sleep seeing their faces. You wake up seeing their faces. What can we tell them? We don't want to scare them. And the other poor little innocents that didn't make it. You know, their fathers, parents were going crazy looking for them.
Like, and I think the messed up part about it is like that's it for the school year, bro. There's no way they went back to school after this. There's no way. And I mean, they said it was the last week. So like their last like memory of being at school is that, bro. That is horrible. That's horrible. That's literally horrible. This whole situation sucks, but like it keeps getting worse.
When he heard gunshots, but he's having a hard time because he just wished he could have done something to prevent it. Our community will never be the same.
Si decimos que no hemos pecado, le hacemos a él mentiroso y su palabra no está en nosotros. Amen. 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 Amen.
Horrible, bro.
She loved Guns N' Roses. She loved that song, Sweet Child of Mine.
Great song. I'm saying, bro. I saw a video of this one kid talking about like his experience with it, and he's been having nightmares. This other girl, this little black girl, bro, she said she like patted blood on her and was playing dead. Like, bro, that's a horrible thing to have to go through at 7, 8, 9 years old, 10, any age really, but especially that young, bro. Especially that young. Like, that's horrible, dog.
I like her song. That was her favorite song. She loved Guns N' Roses.
Such a good song, man. I ain't gonna lie. W taste, man. R.I.P.
She would dance around her room singing Sweet Child of Mine.
I love this country and I'm so grateful for everything it's given me and all the opportunity that I recognize I wouldn't have if I was somewhere else. That's not lost on me. And at the same time, this should encourage us to want to be better, and we're not.
Exactly.
Fuck yes. There's absolutely no reason for that.
Mind you, I have a pistol, but I don't think that a semi-automatic weapon is necessary in our country. I just don't see the need. I don't see the purpose. I think in this case, I know the bodies of the children were shredded as a result of that. What do we need that for? I don't understand it.
They say that like having those high capacity assault rifles are the final line of defense against a tyrannical government.
I think we're already facing a tyrannical government when we have things like this happen. Well, there's no
And the
excuse for
craziest
this.
part about this too, though, is like, and of course I'm not condoning violence in any way, shape, or form, but like if that were the truth, the Proud Boys would have pulled up to the Capitol with guns. If they were really about it like that. Y'all remember when they raided the Capitol, right? Nobody pulled up with an AR, with an AK, with nothing like that. Nobody shot at nobody like that. Nothing happened. If that were a true statement, that would have happened. I'm glad it didn't happen, but I'm saying this shouldn't have to happen. And then the reasoning is the final line of defense against a tyrannical government. If that's how you feel, then like, you know what I'm saying? But no. They're gonna pull up and spray paint in the Capitol and run around with masks on and hold up signs and do all this stuff because they ain't about it, bro. Because they're weak and they're lame. Like, bro, there's no reason that, you know, people should be able to infiltrate a whole government building like that, you know, whatever, and in the same, and you know, get arrested or whatever and be fine. But in the same country, 19 kids and 2 adults can be brutally murdered in a school and nothing happens. They raided the Capitol, they got more security. Nobody was allowed in the Capitol for like a week after, bro. It's the whole thing. Like, it's been what, 2 weeks now? Still nothing. Still back and forth, all the runaround conversation. The mayor been ducking the media, you know what I'm saying? What's up? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't care what they say. They're wrong.
Unless it happens to one of their own, then they're not going to do anything.
Exactly.
You know, and Ted Cruz, he's a sorry person for a...
I'm so glad that one dude pressed him in the restaurant, bro. I saw a video on Twitter. This one dude, I guess Ted Cruz was like at a restaurant or something. This one dude pulled up, asked for a picture or whatever, and then he pressed the life out of him about this, bro. He pressed him, like he made sure he heard that. He had W-mans for that, bro.
The position that he holds. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. Well, we're not supposed to say anything? If he can say what he wants, I can say what I want.
Real.
W-mans.
W-mans, bro.
Almost an hour before they decided to do anything? No, that's unheard of. It really is.
I'm saying,
Breaking
bro.
news in the investigation into the school shooting tonight. Texas DPS is telling us the Uvalde CISD police chief has not been cooperating with investigators. On Friday, DPS Director Steve McGraw said the school district police chief was the incident commander at Robb Elementary School who made the call to wait to take down the gunman.
If they had, they would probably save several of those lives. It's ridiculous.
This is fucking bullshit. Like, this is preventable. And
It is.
This is absolutely unacceptable. When we talk about how great this country is, this is unacceptable.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, like so many things.
And I think that's one of my biggest beefs too with Trump's campaign and all of his meat riders, bro. You're talking about some Make America Great Again. It hasn't been great. It isn't great. And the way y'all be moving, it's not gonna be great anytime soon. That's no cap, bro. That's no cap.
A blower like this never happened, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how it is. It's not even I want to believe her, but she's wrong. You know why? It happens every time. Every single time. Columbine happened. National news. Major uproar. Nobody cared about it for a long time. Then 9/11 happened. People forgot about it, bro. They forgot. Nothing happened. Sandy Hook happened. Same thing. National uproar. Nothing happened. What? Nothing, right? However many in between then. Parkland happened. Crazy uproar. Nothing happened. This crazy uproar right now. It's Pride Month. I can almost guarantee 2 weeks. People not gonna talk about this. They're gonna talk about Pulse again, because it's about to be, what, 6 years since Pulse happened? That was 59 people. Again, 59 people dying in a nightclub. Nothing happens. 67 people at a concert in Las Vegas. Nothing happens. What's it gonna take at this point, bro? What is it gonna take? And I was about to say something crazy like a tank driving through the street, but that happened already. Some idiot with mental health issues stole a tank in the 90s and was literally driving over cars. Nothing happened, bro. Nothing what is it gonna take? What is it gonna take, bro? This makes no sense.
Then the audacity of the people that went to the NRA convention in Houston, for them to say that.
That's what's saying. He was ex-military. Hold on, I'm about to pull this up because this is a major thing. This was in Cali in like 93 or something.
What's wrong with them?
I'm saying, bro, what's wrong with people? W video, man. That honestly just made me heated.